Hey guys, Sock here from sakitech, and in today's video what we're going to do is we are going to be talking about one of the best electric bikes I've tested in the last couple of years. This is the Himiway Zebra Premium All-Terrain Electric Fat Bike. So let's dive in and get started right away. I want to give you a quick tour of the bike and then talk about its specs, capabilities, ride quality, range, and more. Now, one of the things I like about this bike, beyond everything else that we're going to be talking about, is the fact that it is in fact a gorgeous bike. I love the way this bike looks, and for somebody like me, if I'm going to spend a lot of money on a good bike, it better look good. So we do have a multifunctional LCD display you can see right here. Let's talk about that real quick. So to turn this on and to turn the bike on, you have a power button. You press that, the LCD display comes on, and it gives you a lot of information, by the way. So you got the battery capacity on the top over here. You've got the odometer. You can see I've ridden this 41.6 miles so far. Now this number over here is the pedal assist level. So if you need pedal assist when you're riding this bike, you can adjust that from here, minus and plus. You can see that goes to 1, 2, 3, and even 0. If you don't want any pedal assist and you want to ride this like a regular bike, you can do that as well. And then you also have a speedometer, and the potential maximum speed for this bike is 25 miles per hour. And also underneath here is a USB port. That USB port does allow you to in fact charge the battery of a dying phone. You just need the cable to charge it. So you can use the power from the battery that's hidden underneath this frame here, and it can charge your phone through the USB port that is right down here. It's a great crystal clear display, and also it has a backlight, so when you're riding at nighttime you can see what's going on the screen at nighttime as well. And also looking at the other things here, so we have the power button. We also have this I button that allows you to switch between different viewing modes here when you press that. You also have the lights button, so when you press this and hold it, it is going to activate the lights. Once you activate the lights, you're going to see it right here, and that is going to be the front light. That's a little hard to see right now in the daytime, but it's quite powerful at nighttime. And of course we have a light in the rear for safety at night as well. All that is controlled from here. Again, when I press this, I didn't have to hold it, by the way. Just press it to deactivate, press to activate. You'll see the little icon right here. And then over here we have the 7-speed gear selector, as you can see. If you're down, for example, at 5, you can press this button to go to 6 and 7. So if you're down gears, you can press this to go up. So that's how easy it is to change gears. Of course, these are the brakes over here. And of course, we actually have hydraulic brakes on this bike. So you are going to be getting that superior braking performance as opposed to regular brakes. These are built-in hydraulic brakes on this bike. Now you can see we also have a bike bell, which is right over here. This is a manual one, and basically it works just like this. Now the bike has a pre-installed rear rack. You can see it right here under this. Okay, this is a bag I put on top of it for cargo, but there's a rack underneath that is pre-installed onto which you can mount any bag that you want, which makes carrying cargo much easier, as you can see. So that's fantastic. Now there are 3 ways to ride this bike. So the first way is, if you come over here, you can set the pedal assist to 0, so you're not going to get any assistance from the electrical motor. So you can just pedal this like a normal bike, and that's going to be the hardest way to ride it because you're going to need all your own physical power. But then you can do pedal assisted driving. You set the level that you want. You can see now it's number 2. I can go all the way up to, that's going to 5 actually. That's going to give you maximum pedal assist. So now when you pedal the bike, you're going to get maximum assistance from the electrical motor, so riding is going to be very easy, and this is also going to give you the maximum range. Now the last way to ride this is, you can ignore all this stuff and you can simply use this throttle. When you push this back like a motorbike, is just going to ride the bike. So right now you can see I'm about to twist the throttle and the bike just starts to go. I don't even have to pedal. Okay, so that's great. By the way, one thing I like about this bike is the fact that it's got the all-terrain tires. You can see on the rear and the front, these are fat tires, all-terrain tires. What that means is you're going to get good grip and superior shock absorption for a smooth, comfortable ride basically on any terrain. You can ride this on gravel, you can ride it on regular paved roads like this, you can ride this on the grass. It's amazing. So you can see here I'm on the gravel, and I gotta tell you, it feels very comfortable, felt very comfortable when I was riding on these different terrains. On the pavement, it just feels ultra smooth. On grass, it's smooth. And even on this surface right here, which is gravel, grass, and stuff like that, it's definitely off-roady. I still feel comfortable. Of course, there's gonna be some feedback, but far superior to many other bikes. And let me quickly talk about the motor on this bike. So we do have a 750 watt motor, which is in the rear right over here. And basically that's going to give you 80 Newton meters of torque. Now when you do pedal assisted driving, you can get up to a maximum speed of 25 miles per hour. Now let's quickly talk about the battery and the charging. So right now I have it plugged into a charger. As you can see, that's the charger. And it plugs in right over here. There's a convenient hole you can just plug this into to start charging. The actual battery is behind this aluminum frame right here. It can be released with the key that's included. So when you turn this, the battery will pop up if you want to service or change it. But otherwise, it is nice, safe and secure in there, and you can easily charge it through this hole right here. Now the battery is a Samsung LG battery. It is a 48 volt, 20 amp hours battery. That's a large battery. So let's say your battery is fully dead. It's gonna take you 6 to 7 hours to fully charge this from a dead battery. Now once you fully charge the battery, you are able to get up to 60 to 80 miles of range. That's a long ride. Now the only thing you want to remember with that is, of course, if you're using pedal assist, that's what you are going to get. You're going to get that high up to 80 miles of range. But if you use the twist throttle to ride the bike on electric all the time without pedal assist, then that range is going to come down dramatically, maybe in the 20, 30, or 40 range based on how hard you twist that throttle. Now let's talk about the payload capacity for this bike. So the maximum payload capacity for this bike is actually quite high. It is 400 pounds. Other bikes are in the 250, 280 range. Now the reason this bike has such a high payload capacity is because it just uses high quality materials in its construction. So what we have for the build quality is 6061 aluminum for the actual frame of the bike, which increases that payload capacity up to 400 pounds. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. My overall impression of this bike is that it is in fact a very high quality bike. It's worth the price. It's got great comfort. It's got a great build quality. Everything about this bike is basically premium, like the brakes and even the shifter. Even the battery is a high-end Samsung LG battery. You've got the lights on the front and the rear. You've got the rack to get some payload on the go. You do have a beautiful display that gives you all the information that you need on the go. Even the handles here are made of high quality. You can even see this is leather with stitching, so when you grab it, it's nice, soft, and comfortable, so that adds into the comfort ride. The only one thing I wish was a little bit better is the seat. Now they say that the seat is designed to be very comfortable, but I wish it was a little bit wider and had more cushion. Now it does have some cushion, you can see, but I wish it was a little bit more to give you even further comfort, especially when you get on off-road. Even though these fat tires and the adjustable suspension, all that stuff allows you to get a very comfortable ride even when you're off-road. So overall, I think it's a great bike, and like I said, it's worth the money. It's not cheap, but it's worth the money if you want a dedicated bike to use every day.